You are listening to RetroLovers Radio, your go-to broadcast for positive nostalgia.
What a wonderful night. You're listening to Retro Lovers Radio, a space for music, memories, and what I like to call positive nostalgia. I'm Mick, and tonight we're stepping into 1982. A year when music videos stopped being a novelty and started changing everything. Because if 1981 was the birth of MTV, 1982 was the year people finally understood that music would never be the same again. By 1982, something had shifted. MTV was no longer just an experiment. It was becoming part of everyday life. Televisions were staying on longer, music videos were no longer background noise. They were events, and artists were starting to realize something important. If you wanted to be heard, you also needed to be seen. Music videos were no longer optional. They were becoming essential. In 1982, music videos began doing more than just promoting songs. They started to define them. A song wasn't only about melody or lyrics anymore. It was about atmosphere, about movement, about attitude. A video could turn a good song into an unforgettable one. And suddenly, the way you looked on a screen could change the entire future of your career. This was the year when artists who understood visuals began to rise faster than anyone else. Think about bands and performers who embraced this new language. Duran Duran, turning exotic locations into pop mythology, Aha, blending storytelling and visual illusion, Madonna beginning to shape her identity through image, Culture Club challenging norms through style and presence. They weren't just releasing music. They were creating worlds. And the audience didn't just listen. They watched, they copied, they talked about it the next day at school or work. Something else changed in 1982. Music became a shared visual culture. You didn't need to own the record yet. You didn't need to hear it on the radio first. You could see the song before you even knew the artist. Music entered living rooms. It played in the background of conversations. It shaped moods without asking permission. And this created a deeper emotional connection. Because once you associate a song with an image, that memory stays with you longer. Take a moment and go back there. Think about how music videos fit into daily life in 1982. Maybe you remember watching TV after dinner, waiting for your favorite video, leaving the TV on just in case something good came on, recording songs on cassette when the video played, waiting for the radio station to play it, talking about the video clips the next day with friends. Music videos weren't just entertainment, they were company. They filled silence, they kept you connected, they made ordinary moments feel bigger. So, this is where positive nostalgia matters. Not to escape the present, but to face it with the nourishing energy of those memories. Because those moments remind us of something important. We didn't need constant stimulation to feel connected. Sometimes just a song and an image were enough to make us feel less alone. And that feeling, that quiet companionship, is something we still need today. And before we continue, this is a good moment to remind you that RetroLovers Radio is also live. Every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we go live with the 90s Lovers Show, and every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we go live with the 80s Lovers Show. Both shows start live on YouTube. You can find us at youtube.com/RetroLoversRadio. After the first 90 minutes to 2 hours, depending on the mercy of the platform of YouTube, the show continues simultaneously on Kick, where we can keep going longer, 4 hours or longer, and enjoy full music videos with no restrictions. During these live shows, the audience is a huge part of the experience. People showing live, commenting in real time, voting our top 10 countdowns, and our funny gifs that depict the mood and levels of delight. They request songs, they send audio messages, and even make live phone calls with me to share memories, stories, and reflections. So if you enjoy this podcast, make sure to join us live as well on Fridays and Saturdays on YouTube and Kick. And keep an eye on the channel and the notifications so you don't miss the other special shows throughout the month. You can also join our public Facebook community on facebook.com/groups/RetroLoversRadio. So when we look back at 1982, we see the moment when music videos stopped being decoration and became part of the art itself. So songs weren't just heard anymore, they were seen, they were remembered, and felt visually. That year helped define how we still experience music today. Through video clips, performances, screens, and screams as well in some videos, and especially shared moments. And even now, decades later, those early videos still carry a special kind of magic, because they remind us of a time when discovering music felt like discovering yourself, don't you think? And now I'd love to hear from you. When you think about music videos in the early 80s, which one do you remember most from around 1982 or early 80s? Where were you when you first saw it? What did it make you feel at that time? You can share your memories in the comment sections on YouTube. I read them all, and many of them inspire future future episode as well. I try to reply as many as I can. So before we go, remember to take care of your loved ones and remember what is truly important in your life. All right, everyone, thank you for being here and see you in the next one. And Mick, and this is Retro Lovers Radio.